Are we on the same page? Page 6, the blaze of non-dual bodhicittas. The blaze of non-dual bodhicittas. Page 6. Do you see a mantra there? He Dharma, Hetu Prabha mantra. Do you see that mantra? No? Yes? Do you find it? Page 6, do you find it there? Okay, yes. I'll quickly explain this mantra. And how many of you are aware of, or there is something known as mantra recitation, reciting mantras? How many are aware of that? And how many, what is mantra recitation? Raise your hands. What is mantra? I don't know what is mantra recitation. Oh, everybody knows what. Okay, no clue what mantra recitation is. Okay, raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And no clue what's the benefit of mantra recitation. Although I know mantra recitation, but what's the benefit? I don't know. Raise your hands. Okay, so I'm going to explain this mantra and then explain also the benefit of the mantra recitation. Mantra, it has, number one, it has two benefits. One which is evident, and the other one is one which is hidden or unseen. There are two benefits: unseen benefit and the very manifest benefit. And of the two, which is more important is the manifest benefit is more important. Number one, manifest benefit, everybody will understand it. As to, okay, that makes sense, mantra recitation, that makes sense. Other one is that unseen benefit, which most of the people who have faith, they do the mantra recitation expecting the unseen benefit. First, let me explain what is the benefit which I'm more keen on, which is the manifest benefit. Manifest benefit is that the mantras, they, except for few mantras, there's always some meanings there. For example, I'm going to explain this mantra first, which I'm talking about the manifest benefit pertaining to this mantra. The mantra is Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Hetum Tesham Tathagato Hyavatat Tesham Chayo Niruta Evam Vati Ma Shramane Soha. This mantra, mantra in Sanskrit, man is the mind, and tra has a connotation to protect, to hold, to protect the mind. Mantra, to protect the mind. To protect the mind, and then to protect the mind, it has many connotations. Very gross to the very subtle, very simple to the very sophisticated connotations. Okay, first I'll explain this meaning, and then you will get, okay, this is the meaning of the mantra, how it protects us, how it protects our mind. Finally, I'll say some people, they go through depression. Okay, how many of you know about, otherwise you yourself have been through depression, or you have seen others going through depression, or heard of others going through depression? Raise your hands. Oh, all of us. Depression is a very painful experience. So there, what is really happening is your mind. Your mind is falling into hopelessness. The mind falls into hopelessness, feeling of hopelessness, and then it becomes chronic, it becomes depression. So which means that your mind is falling. So to protect, hold the mind from falling. This is the meaning of the mantra. hold the mind from falling. How to hold? How does hold this? And the Buddha's teachings are so practical, amazingly practical. And we may think that, okay, the mantra, it'll hold us, you recite the mantra, and then suddenly all your problems will be over, right? Okay, I want to become a billionaire, you recite the mantra the whole night, tomorrow you become a billionaire. This is a total unrealistic. We are being totally unrealistic. So, say one time, one of my friends, meaning people who come to Tibet House classes, one of the early morning called me up and she said, Geshe, now I have given up Buddhism. I said, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then she was saying this with little anxiety. I give up Buddhism. This little hyper. I said, okay, no problem. Okay. May I know why? She said that all these last 3 years I prayed. I prayed to Buddha, I prayed to Tara, I prayed to Buddha, Tara. They did not reply. I said, what did you pray? And she said, I prayed that my brother gets a job. I see, now I understand why you gave up Buddhism or why you embrace Buddhism. Now I understand. Okay, if you want your brother to get a job, don't pray to Buddha. Tell your brother, study well. Study well, sit for the competitive exams, clear the exams, and get a job. Don't go to the pubs. Tell your brother, don't go to the pubs. Don't go to nightclubs. Instead of going to the nightclubs, pubs, study well. And then you clear the exams, suit the exam. This is your mantra. Not Om Mani, may my brother get a job, and brothers always in the pubs will never get a job. So therefore I told her that if you want your brother to get a job, tell him don't go to pubs, don't go to nightclubs, study well, clear the exams, and you get a job, apply for the job. And if you're hungry, don't say to Buddha, Buddha, I'm hungry, please remove my hunger. Don't say this prayer, go to kitchen. Go to kitchen. If you're hungry, don't pray to Buddha, go to kitchen. When will you pray to Buddha? Only when you come across a situation where you cannot do anything. Nothing's in your hand. You become so desperate. Then you can pray to Buddha. What you cannot do, you pray to Buddha, there's a chance that your prayers will be answered. What you can do, and if you don't do it and you pray to Buddha, this is looking for a quick fix. There's never a quick fix to the Dharma. Right? So this is what he told her. So likewise, the point is, if you know that the meaning, the manifest meaning of the mantras, the benefit of the mantras, then you will be fascinated. Even a scientist, I can assure you, even a scientist, if they know the manifest benefit of the mantra, they will be very happy to do that. Okay, so with this, the basic mantra here, Om Ye Dharma, this is so precious. In what way precious? The moment I say the precious, you may get a connotation that, oh, some kind of the unseen blessings will come to you. This is not the meaning. Precious simply means, for example, to remove your hunger, the food is precious. To remove your thirst, the water is precious. For the love, your parents are precious. In in Finland, the sunshine is precious. In Delhi, shade is precious. Cool is precious. Right? This meaning of the preciousness, it doesn't mean there's some weird, esoteric, or something, the obscure. No, nothing of that. Okay. So the Buddha is so practical in the sense that, okay, so before we go through this mantra meaning, I'll first ask a question to you. You have to give me advice. You have to give me advice, and I will share with you my problem. And you have to give me advice. And the problem, some of them are created, meaning that just the kind of story, and some of them are real. Part of them are what I cooked up, part of them are real problems. Not real problems, the real facts. Some are facts and some are cooked up matters. So to seek your advice. Okay. I live in Delhi. Most of you know that. Maria knows it so well. And Delhi is not a humid place. And I'm on the 3rd floor. That is also a fact. 3rd floor of the building. Then I have, somehow my house is moisturous, it's damp. It's damp. And because of which I have the asthma problem. That is not a real story. It's a big cooked up by me. I have an asthma problem. I don't want this asthma problem. What advice will you give me? Very quick. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Okay, speak your mind. Don't speak for others. Speak your own mind. Buy a dehumidifier. Okay, buy a dehumidifier. Very good. Move out. Number 3. Any advice? Very quick. We have only 6 days. Keep this in mind. We don't have time to, think. Go to a doctor. Go to a doctor. Very good. Hey, only 3 advice.
Renovate the building. Renovate the building.
Okay, renovate the building. How?
Finding sponsors.
Okay, find sponsors, renovate the building. Renovate the building. Okay, then?
Watch your negative thoughts. Watch your negative thoughts.
Oh, watch your negative thoughts, which are responsible for this damnness. Right? Okay. Those people whose house is very, no damn, their thoughts are very clean. Right? So those with the damn house means their thoughts are negative. Observe them. If you observe it well, then damnness will disappear. Observe your thoughts. Okay, any more advice?
It's easier to act.
Yes. Yes. Any advice? Yeah, I've got.
Some medicine. Medicine.
Oh, go for the doctor. Go for the doctor. Who said it? Go for the doctor. Okay, medicine. Very good. Anybody else? Last. Do yoga. Who's a yoga teacher? There must be a yoga teacher here. Okay, do yoga. Okay. Okay, good. Buddha is very practical. And the Finland, if this represents Finland, Finland is not too practical. If this group represents Finland, I don't know whether this group represents Finland. So, if I'm to buy a dehumidifier, and dehumidifier can break down any time. And to call the mechanics, okay, I'll come tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So for all these days, I will have a problem. Have to. Backup also is very expensive. Very expensive. Okay. And then who said, doctor? I'll go to doctor, but go to doctor, this house will not become dry. You getting it? But go to doctor will not do, some kind of magic to make this house dry. Doctor will give me some medicines. I come back, same problem is there. So the medicines are like poisons, right? And then I do observing the negative thoughts. Even if I become enlightened, the damnness will remain the same. You getting it? And then you yoga, yes, I do yoga, very good. Right? The damnness is here. Some yoga people, they also have the asthma problem, I know. Yes. And then who said something else?
Move out.
Move out, yes, move out. Move out, more look for a new house. Yeah. Okay, look, it's very expensive, number 1. And I have so many books, heavy books on the 3rd floor. To bring them all down is very difficult, right? And then Johannes tells me that, Geshe, don't do anything of what they advise, right? Listen. First, tell me, where is this? Can I come to your house for a few minutes? I said, yes. Then Johannes said, yes, Johannes, come. So he came and he checked where this damnness is coming from. He checked and he saw that there is a very tiny crack in the water pipe. Tiny crack. Okay. Then Johannes requested his father, Pekka, right? Dad, would you mind go to buy the €1 glue for €1? Then Pekka brought glue. He put it there, fixed it, the damage disappeared. It's just €1, problem fixed. I don't need to buy the very expensive dehumidifiers. Very expensive. And then I don't have to move with all the heavy books down. And even to get a new house is not easy. And to the doctors, very expensive in India. Very expensive, right? And then the problem is not solved. And then what are others? Yoga. It's still damn. It's still damn, right? So the Johannes solves the problem.
Someone suggested renovation.
Yeah, the renovation, yes. So you said, what, look for a sponsor. For €1, I don't look for sponsors. For €1, which means that I have to, break the wall. I don't look for sponsor for €1. For maybe 10,000 euros, I may have to look for sponsors. But for €1, I don't look for sponsors, right? Okay. So we see that the Buddha is very practical. Buddha said, don't go for symptomatic treatment. Symptomatic treatment is just for immediate relief. If you want to solve the problem, go to the cause. Identify the cause and get into the cause, and your problem will be fixed. Never go for the symptomatic treatment. Symptomatic treatment meaning, I have a fever, paracetamol. Do you know paracetamol? Yes. How popular is paracetamol in Finland?
I don't know in Finland.
Very
good.
Okay, so paracetamol, this is the label. In America it's Tylenol.
Yeah.
In Finland it's paracetamol?
Yeah.
Okay, then we are in the same boat. Okay, let's see. So I have the fever, paracetamol. I have a headache, paracetamol. This is a symptomatic treatment. My fever will go down for 4 hours after paracetamol. Again the fever will come back, right? Which means that something is wrong. The most serious problem is there. It's not just a headache. It's not just a fever. This is the most serious problem. You have to identify track the cause of the problem, the real cause, sever it, your problems come to an end. Okay, so for this, the advice for the Buddha is that always don't be so keen to go for this symptomatic treatment. Where necessary, go for symptomatic treatment, but finally you must treat the ultimate cause. This is advice. So with this mantra, Om Yedarma Hetu Prabhava. This mantra is known as the mantra of dependent origination, which means that all these problems, they don't arise randomly, they don't arise causelessly. They arise by dependence on the causes and the conditions. They originate by dependence on other factors. Dependent origination mantra. Okay, so what it says is that Om. So this syllable Om, sometimes people recite it, sometimes they don't recite it. It's fine. It's not mandatory. But if you recite it, this syllable Om has a great significance. This syllable Om is consisted of 3 letters. This syllable Om is consisted of 3 letters. It's not just a randomly somebody said Om and then everybody mimics. This is not the idea. The idea is that this syllable Om is constituted of 3 letters. A, U, Ma. A, U, Ma. And these 3 letters combined together, then the new sound originates. That is Om. These 3 letters, they symbolize your body, your speech, and your mind. For example, who you are. Who you are. If you're a boy, it is your body on the basis of which you are defined as a boy. If you're a girl, it is your body on the basis of which you are defined as a girl. Do you agree with me or not? Good. If you're kind, if you're unkind, if you're short-tempered, if you're intelligent, if you're compassionate, not intelligent, not compassionate, that is all a mental process. It is a mental process. It is a mind, in a loose sense. Okay, for the time being, let us not talk about, oh no, it's the brain. Okay, that part we'll discuss more if you want to discuss in this area, brain-mind relationship. This is a different topic. For time, let's say the expression of your emotions, your thoughts, happiness, unhappiness, so forth. These are all the, mental qualities or mental attributes. So in other words, what I am, what you are, we are constituted of the body and the mind. And on the basis of the mind drives your body to move. On that basis, the sound comes into being. Your speech comes into being. You're getting it? So, in other words, what we are constituted of, we are constituted of the body, speech, and mind. This is who we are. So, a, u, ma, these three syllables, they symbolize your body, your speech, and your mind. And likewise, these three syllables, they also symbolize the body, speech, and mind of the enlightened beings. And don't think that enlightened being means somebody outside there. Each one of us can become enlightened. What does it mean by enlightened? This is what we're going to discuss over the next 6 days. What does it mean by enlightened? Okay. So with this, in other words, the pure body, the pure speech, and the pure mind. So the idea is that, okay, finally, from what we learned in the first session, that the aspiration that I have is to get rid of all my suffering, to have the maximum happiness. This is what I'm seeking. But at the moment, what I see is that I'm so rich with suffering and I'm deprived of happiness. This is reality. Just the opposite is happening to me at the moment. So therefore, I need to have the maximum happiness. I get rid of all suffering. This is what we have learned. What we learned, that a mind had that quality. A mind has this quality. The mind, this purity, infinite happiness, and the total fearlessness, no miseries. This is intrinsically a quality of a mind. Although it's not manifest, it is a quality from a mind. For example, like the gold. Gold, when mixed with the soil, although the nature of the gold is to glow, but when mixed with the soil, it doesn't glow. Simply because it doesn't glow doesn't mean that there's no gold in it. So how do we know that the ordinary people like us will dump this gold ore, but the gold experts will not throw this? This is very precious. This is gold here. We are not convinced. How does the gold expert convince that there is gold here? What will he or she do? To prove that there's gold there, what will he or she do? Clean it, remove the dirt. Remove the dirt. The more the dirt is removed, the more the gold inside will glow. You're getting it? Which means that in the original, the mixture, there was a gold there. We do not see this, but there's a gold there. Although it doesn't glow, there's a gold there. Likewise, each one of us, we have the gold of the infinite happiness and the fearlessness. We all have this gold there. It's a matter of the mental defilements, like the soil, the dirt, which obscure the glow of this gold inside us. This is a point. Now, I know you've questioned, how do we know that? How do we know that we have this gold inside us? These are all the questions. Don't hesitate to answer these questions. These questions must be resolved the next 6 days. Okay, with this the point is that, okay, so finally I want the maximum happiness. I want the fearlessness. I don't want suffering. Suffering is a fear. I want to be totally fearless, no suffering. Okay, so how can I achieve that? Om. Om. Auma, symbolizing body, speech, mind, but it defines body, speech, mind of mind, and the body, speech, mind of the enlightened beings, where if my mental dirt is removed completely, then my body, speech, mind, they become so pure. They become so pure. This is infinite happiness. This is the total fearlessness. Wow, it's amazing. This is what I want. Om. So when you recite Om, this should remind us that finally the agenda of my life is to uplift myself, the very defiled body to the pure body, very defiled speech to the pure speech, and the very defiled mind to the pure mind. The next question is, what is the next question? How? How? Ye dharma hetu prabhava. How? Ye dharma hetu prabhava. Ye dharma. These phenomena, mental defilements, how to remove them? First we need to know what these mental defilements are. These defilements, they don't come randomly, they don't come causelessly. Ye dharma, these phenomena, ye dharma, hetu, cause, hetu, prabhava, arise. These phenomena of suffering, mental defilements, they arise by dependence on the causes. Ye dharma, hetu, prabhava. Prabhava means they arise, originate. Prabhava. Hetum tesham tathagato hyavatam. Hetum, plural form of cause. The plural form of the cause. In other words, causes. Hetum. Tesham, these. These causes, what these causes are? The causes which attract suffering. Causes which deprive us of happiness. These causes, hetum tesham tathagato. Tathagato is the enlightened one or the Buddha. Tathagato hyavatat. Hyavatat is taught. What these causes are is taught by the Tathagata or the enlightened one. Hyavatat. Tathagato hyavatat. Tesham chayo, these, again, these, tesham chayo, these causes, nirota is a cessation, bringing an end to these causes. How to bring an end to these causes? Tesham chayo nirota, evam is thus, evam, vadi is taught, thus taught, evam vadi, mahashramana, maha is the great, shramana is the saint, taught by the great saint. How to bring an end? How to bring an end to these causes of the miseries is also taught by the great saint, great seer. Ye swaha, this is established, means this is reality. Okay. So in other words, the meaning, this is word to word meaning, and the total meaning you will see just below this mantra. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation of causes as well is taught by the great seer. This is the whole meaning. Okay, so now the manifest benefit of this mantra recitation is a reminder to us. It's not that, say for example, if I create a mantra, okay, is there anybody who is suffering from the diabetes? Anybody who is suffering from diabetes? Okay, no one. Okay, let's say that there's somebody who is suffering from diabetes, and I know a friend who is suffering from diabetes. And if I teach him a mantra is what? A very simple mantra, right? The Om, diabetes should be removed by staying away from sugar. Soha. Om, diabetes should be removed by staying away from sugar. Soha. Om, diabetes should be removed by staying away from sugar. Soha. Okay, this is the mantra that I teach him, right? And then he's reciting it 100,000 times. 100,000 times. Okay, he's so devoted to me, and he's recited this mantra 100,000 times. And he's still for retreat, this mantra retreat, and they're sitting retreat, right? Retreat, 3 months retreat. Just reciting 100,000 times, reciting this. And what is his breakfast, you know? His breakfast? His breakfast on the table, one part, this huge pile of medicines. Ayurveda medicine, homeopathy medicine, allopathy medicine, all these medicines are there. And on the other hand, there's a Coca-Cola. There's a Coca-Cola, Coke. Right? And then he's reciting mantra. Om, to remove diabetes, stay away from sugar. Swaha. Right? He's reciting mantra. And says, praying to Geshe Dorji. Om, to remove diabetes, stay away from sugar. Swaha. Om, Geshe Dorji, thank you. And then taking the medicines, and then taking Coca-Cola. What's the point? The mantra says, stay away from sugar. You are saying you are with the sugar. What's the point? So how can you expect that the blessing coming from Geshe Dorji Damdul, right? This is totally not sensible. So look at the mantra. These mantras, look, it's not just a randomly created words by the Buddha, right? It is full of meaning. What is the meaning? All the problems, they don't arise causelessly. They arise from the respective causes. What are the causes are identified by the Tathagata, right? And on that basis, study these causes and see how to get rid of these causes. Only then your misery will come to an end. And then we engage in the causes all the time. And then, oh, I sort for this retreat on this mantra for 3 months. And the courses we don't refrain. What's the benefit? All this mantra is not for us to expect some the miraculous, the blessings. It is for us to remind ourselves that I should get rid of the causes of miseries. What are the causes of miseries? The cause of miseries, hetum tesham tathagato hyavatad. What are the causes of miseries are taught by the Buddha. Tathagat hyavatad tesham chayo nirota. How to bring an end to these causes. Unless you bring an end to these causes, the miseries will never come to an end. Unless you stop this leakage from the pipeline, the break in the pipeline, this dampness will never go away. Right? Even if you recite the mantra, Buddha, please remove this dampness. Om Muni Muni Mamane Soha. Remove this dampness. Om Muni Muni Mamane Soha. Then I, throw some rice particles here or there in my house. Dampness will continue to be there. The Buddha, if the Buddha is sitting next to me, he'll be very unhappy. Such a stupid follower. Whereas if I call Johannes, and he just checks and he said that this leakage is coming from me. Geshe, you have to stop this. Then with €1 you get a glue. Fix it. Problem solved. If the Buddha is sitting next to us, he'll be very happy. Wow, this very smart follower. This person can become enlightened. Right? Okay, this should be our approach. With this in mind, we'll recite this mantra. Now, knowing the mantra, this is the manifest benefit to remind us so that we can act. This is the manifest benefit. Then the unseen benefit, I'm not so keen on that part, but there are many people who are more keen on the unseen benefit. For the unseen benefit, there's some blessings will come from the Buddha, right? While taking the Coca-Cola, still the blessings coming, right? That your sugar problem will be over. Okay. So, but in some cases, the faith is so genuine. They try their best to act, plus they expect some blessings. That's very good. That's very good. I have no complaint. I've only got the complaint with those people expecting miracles coming and while not refraining from Coca-Cola. This is a complaint that I have. I have a complaint only towards those people, right? Not doing the good things, always engaging in negativities, and then expecting Buddha to bless you and that you are free from suffering and the cause of the suffering. These people this is a problem, complain with, I have to complain only with those people taking the Coca-Cola while expecting the diabetes to go away. Okay, so let's recite this mantra 3 times together. I will sing this, it should be a reminder for us. Don't expect that it's going to be like a blessing. Of course, if you do the way expected by the Buddha, in a very realistic form, then the real blessings can come. Real blessings can come. Okay, I'll sing this, and Maria also knows how to sing this, and Alex is also there, and all of us, we will just listen to 3 of us, and and then join us. Okay. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham tathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashramanaya swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham tathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashamanaya swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham tathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Swaha. The meaning of the mantra. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, so what we discussed this morning, what we said was that what we seek, okay, what do we seek? All of us, what do we seek? Happiness or infinite happiness?
Infinite happiness.
Okay. And what do you shun? Suffering or all suffering? Okay, let's make it very clear. If you say happiness, I'll give you a small happiness and finish. Right? So you have to say infinite happiness. If I say what do you want to shun? Don't say just say suffering. I'll make you shun small suffering. Right? So suffering of hunger, I'll give you a cake and then finish. Right? Say all suffering. Be more ambitious. Be more ambitious, be more patient. Ambitious, I want to get rid of all suffering, I want to have the maximum happiness, and then I want to just tomorrow, I want it. Don't do this, be patient. Be ambitious, but also be patient. This will not happen overnight. Right? Okay. For that matter, what we seek is one, to get rid of all the fears, to get rid of all the miseries. Other, happiness, to have the maximum happiness or infinite happiness. So the question is whether or not this is possible, this question. So the answer is, to say no is very easy, to say yes is very difficult. So the Buddha said yes. How yes? How yes? Okay, for that matter, let's say a handful of sand. A handful of sand, you squeeze it. Don't expect oil coming out of that. Can you expect oil coming out of that? Handful of sand. Squeeze it, however strong you may squeeze it. Oil coming out of that, is it possible? Not possible. Whereas handful of sunflower seeds, you squeeze it, oil will come out of that. What's the difference? Why? Why in the first case no oil is coming out, whereas in the second case there's oil coming out? What's the difference? Anybody?
In the nature.
In the second, the sunflower seeds have the causes and conditions to create oil, to have the oil.
Okay, in the second case, there's the seed, there is the potential, there's the nature of the oil inside the seed, the sunflower seeds, although they don't manifest, but it is there. Whereas in the sand, it's not there. There's a difference. Very good. Okay. Is there any running river in Sweden? What is the biggest river in Sweden? No, in Finland. Huh?
What would be? Aura.
What river? Slowly, you are young. I'm old.
Tornio River.
Neo. Tornio River. Okay.
Finnish is very special. That's nothing to do with age.
Sorry?
Finnish as a language is very special. It has nothing to do with age. It's a very difficult language.
That's amazing. I'm lucky. One, I'm lucky to be in Finland. Number two, I'm lucky to be with close to you so that I get the confidence. Thank you. Okay, Tornio. I'm so lucky, yeah, I get it. Thank you. Okay, Tornio River. Can we drink the water directly? Can you drink the water from Tornio River directly?
Yes, you can.
Huh?
Yes, you can.
Or you are hesitant to drink it? Be very honest. Be very honest. Don't be too patriotic, right? Be very honest. Speak your mind. Then the philosophy works. If you don't speak your mind, this is my key. Speak your mind. The reality just let it come out, right? If you speak the reality, then the philosophy will make sense, right? There's more refined finish inside you. If you don't speak your mind, the refined finish will not come out. then superficial finish will always obscure you, right? Okay, so if you're very thirsty and somebody gets water from Tornio river directly and you want to drink it, you say, no, I'm hesitant, I don't want to drink it. Okay, now I've subjected, oh yeah, that's true. So these are not from Tornio river directly, right? Huh? They're all processed, which means it has to be processed. Otherwise, why do we have to pay extra money to this? You're getting it? To be very honest. Okay. Say, same water from Tornio river, you take it, and then you subject this to purity. You don't want to drink it initially. You subject this to purification process. Ultrafiltration, reverse osmosis. Through these processes, you purify this water. Then this water comes out. You want to drink it? Yes. Okay, tell me. This pure water comes from where? From a Tornio river or from Himalaya? This came from the Tornio river. You're getting it? But Tornio river is not as clean as this water. So this clean water, where was it? This is my question to you. Okay, question number one.
You can drink the tap water in the...
Tap water in Tornio river is different.
Yeah, I know, but we have very clean...
I know. Tap water, I can drink it. And particularly if Finnish people in general tell me that, oh Geshe, don't worry about the tap water, you get drinking, I'll trust you. But if Tornio river, if you say that you can drink it directly, I'm doubtful. It's totally patriotic. Right? Okay, so what I'm saying is that, don't forget this example. The water which you take from Tornio river is not drinkable. But after processing this, purification process is drinkable. Don't forget this example. Another example, I want a gold statue of a Buddha. And what you have is that you brought just the bronze. And I said, no, I want a gold statue. I want the gold statue. So I want the gold to make it into a statue, not a bronze. Okay, so what I do is that I remove the bronze particles. I remove the bronze particles. And then what happens? The bronze particle, the bronze will not become gold. The bronze will disappear. You getting it? I'm giving you two examples. One with the Tornio river, I remove the dirt and the water doesn't disappear. Water becomes very clean. Whereas with the bronze, I remove the bronze particles, expecting that it will become gold. Instead of becoming gold, it disappears. The whole material disappears. What's the difference? Tell me. Why, in the case of the Tornio river, instead of the water disappearing, water becomes very clean. Why, in the case of the bronze, instead of becoming gold, the bronze disappears. The material, whole material, the substance disappears. Why? Give me the reason over there.
You were in the bronze statue. You're removing the nature of the bronze statue.
Yes, with the water.
You're removing dirt. You're not removing the water inside. You're not removing the nature of the water.
Very good. Very good. In other words, what is your name?
Henrik.
Henrik. There's another Henry, right? Henry and Henrik. Okay. What Henrik said is that with the water, Tornio river, water, although the river is not as clean, but the true nature of that water is very clean, right? The dirt that you have removed is not the true nature of the river. It's the adventitious nature. Whereas the bronze, the true nature of the bronze is bronze. So when you remove the bronze particles, you are removing the true nature. When you remove the true nature, the object will disappear. Whereas for the Tornio river, when you remove the dirt, you are not removing the true nature. Remove the dirt, you are making the true nature come out. So when the dirt is removed, the true nature comes out. The true nature is so clean, so pure. Okay, so our mind, however defiled our mind is, but the true nature of mind is never defiled. It is not like a bronze, it is like a Tornio river. It is like a Tornio river. You're getting it? Okay. How do you know that our mind is, defiled? What is your mind like Friday evenings and the Monday mornings? Friday evenings and the Monday mornings. Tell me, what's the difference? No difference.
It's more focused on Monday morning.
Okay, more focus. And why did you smile? If it's just a focus, you would not say, you would not smile. Why you smile? Smile means there's something problem there.
It's a stereotype.
Huh?
It's a stereotype that Friday evenings we're happy because it's weekend, and Monday mornings we're sad because we have to go to work.
No, I do not say sad. I do not say happy. I do not say anything.
That's what came into mind.
No. I do not say anything.
I know.
I didn't say anything. Why most of you are smiling?
Because of that stereotype. I was
Majority of people, this stereotype. That's majority. Right? Majority smiled. Okay, you tell me, speak your mind. Which do you anticipate? Friday evenings or the Monday mornings? What do you anticipate? Just speak your mind. Friday evenings, speak your mind. I told you right from the beginning. Be honest. Don't be shy to say that I'm selfish. We are born selfish. What's wrong with this? It is true that we have to grow, right? If you are very dirty, and suppose you are dirty, then you cover with the cloth, right? Your dirt will never go away, right? Tell them, yes, I'm dirty, how to remove this? Then people will tell you how to remove the dirt. You're getting it? Otherwise, cover the cloth with a nice cloth, and then we will never remove the dirt, right? Don't cover that. And people who ask you, they also have the dirt, don't worry. It's not only that this Finnish have the dirt. Everybody has the dirt. Don't worry about that. You're getting it? And maybe other people might have more dirt than the Finnish people. Okay. So the point is that as what Henrik said, that the true nature of the Tornio River is never dirty. Likewise, the true nature of mind is never dirty. Although it is defiled, but the true nature of mind is never dirty. Is never dirty. Okay, so with this, then that makes sense. It does make sense, although still I'm not fully convinced, but it does make sense. The water, the Tornio River, the water doesn't disappear after you remove the dirt, it becomes so pure. Which means the purity was not brought from Himalaya, it was there as an intrinsic nature of the Tornio River. Amazing. If this is how my mind is, then wow, it's amazing. My job is to remove the dirt and let this purity come out. It's amazing, wonderful. Wow, okay, it makes sense. Although you may not be fully convinced still, but it does make sense. If it does make sense, then the next question is, in the case of the Tornio River, okay, the dirt are there. So this dirt, we call them as adventitious stains. You remove them. Then the true nature comes out. In the case of mind, what is that dirt? What is that dirt? This question. Right? Okay, so for that, all these discussions are coming on the basis of the basic premises that, what is the basic premise of all these discussions started? We already had like 2 sessions. What's the basic premise? Basic thought which drives us to all these discussions thus far. Anyone?
Forever happiness.
We are seeking, the deep inside, our aspiration is seeking infinite happiness and total fearlessness. How many of you aspire that? Raise your hands. Very good. Okay, if you seek this, the basic agenda that we have is 2, the fearlessness and the infinite happiness. And these 2 are not same. These 2 are not same. We have to study more. These 2 are not same. I'm saying this. Okay, for example, if you are a physics professor, mediocre physics professor, mediocre, average physics professor, and suddenly your school, you are the Finnish Prime Minister? Who's the head?
Antti Rinne.
No. Position.
President.
President is the more powerful?
Yeah.
Who's more powerful? President. So the president says that, okay. So suddenly I got the information that there's the World Convention happening on physics, right? And then from the finish, we should be a speaker to address these 1,000 students, very bright physics students, PhD students coming from all over the world. So you should make a presentation, and then will follow with question answers. You would be excited. What an honor! Would you feel honor, or what you will feel? Scared, right? Okay, why scared? You're a physics professor. What's the problem? Because these 1,000 students from all over the world, PhD students, they are the future Nobel laureates here. Nobel laureates in physics here, which is, they are so bright people there. You're getting it? So you become nervous. And then it so happens that next door neighbor is Albert Einstein. Then you go to Albert Einstein, please do this, help me. Don't worry, I'll speak on your behalf. Are you happy or not happy? Very happy. Albert Einstein, do you think that he's scared? No, this is my area, physics, right? Everybody's my fan. All these people who are coming, they're my fan. He's so confident, there's no fear in him. It doesn't mean that he's very happy. He has his many personal family problems. Although he has no fear with respect to this, but it doesn't mean that he is very happy, right? Okay, so what? I have many other problems. So the problem, the thing is that he is fearless, but he may not have an infinite happiness. So these are not same. You're getting it? In a loose sense. And then detail, we have to study more, right? Okay, we'll see how much we can go fast. But I'll try to keep the pace according to our need. Okay, so what we're seeking is, we are seeking infinite, the fearlessness, and we are seeking infinite happiness. And what I said is that this is already there within us. Already there within us. The gold is already in there within the mixture. But why it is not manifest? Why it does not show that? Why the glue is not there? Is because of the mixture. It needs to be cleaned. It needs to be cleansed. It needs to, to have the dirt removed. Likewise, if this fearlessness and the infinite happiness are already there within me, why I don't feel it? Because they are the mental dirts. They are the mental dirts. You're getting it? They are the mental dirts. Okay, let's see that till 1:30.
Yes, I think soon we must stop for lunch because the lunch will be.
Yes, it's already not soon now.
Yes.
Okay, now. Okay. So what we like is we need infinite the fearlessness. Fearless meaning no fears, no miseries, and infinite happiness. We need two. We are seeking two. We are seeking two things. We are seeking two things. Okay, number one, the fearlessness. What is the opposite of fear? What is the opposite of fearlessness?
The opposite.
What is the opposite of fearlessness?
Fearful.
Fearful.
Constantly fearful.
The fear.
Afraid.
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 Anxious.
Anxious. Anxiety. Anguish. Covered. Covered. Sorry. Depression. Exactly. Okay. In other words, do you agree with me or not? Opposite of fearlessness is the fear. What you all described is correct. Correct? And they all can be put in the form of loss of freedom. Loss of freedom. Let's say, I don't want to be covered. I don't want to be covered. But then, cowardice comes to me. I don't have freedom not to be covered. I don't want to be anxietic, but I have no freedom not to be anxietic. I don't want to be in fear, but I have no choice other than to be in fear. You're getting it? This is known as the lack of freedom. In other words, fear, lack of freedom, these two are synonymous. Okay, this is what we need to reflect on. Okay, so what we seek is fearlessness. What we seek is freedom, total freedom, where I don't have any fear. I have the total freedom to feel joy, happy, fearless at any time. This is what we are seeking. In other words, total freedom is what we are seeking. But we don't have this freedom, right? But what we learned is that freedom, total freedom is inside us. We don't feel it. Why don't we feel it? This is the question. Okay, we'll pull out your hands. Pull out your hands. Pull out your hands. Okay, not like this. Okay, just do what I did, like this. Okay. Tell me what happened. What happened? Sound came out. Okay, seems like a very small children's game. No, it is a very deep meaning. This sound is the metaphor for the suffering. And this suffering, which is symbolized by this sound, came because of the two hands, not because of one hand, because of two hands. Likewise, all our suffering, all our fears, all our lack of freedom, all our anxiety, they come into being because of two factors, two hands. What are two hands? External factors and internal factors. Because of these two factors, all the miseries arise. Okay, we'll quickly do an exercise and then we'll stop here for lunch. Are you ready?
Can I ask a question?
Okay, later, it's time, lunchtime. Right? Then otherwise you will not get lunch. Either you skip the lunch or go for the question. Huh? Okay. So in this case, we will quickly do this exercise. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes. Sit upright. Don't sit like this, ready. Like this. Sit upright. Okay, ready? Yes. Good. Okay, how good are you in mathematics? How good are you in mathematics? Don't worry, I'm going to give you a very simple mathematics problem. Very simple, I promise. You all can do that, right? It's just plus minus. Plus minus, and the numbers is also going to be very small numbers, below 6. Can you do that? Are you ready? Your job is to give me the answer only when I ask you what's the answer. Till that point, you do everything mentally. Don't do it verbally. Only when I ask you what's the answer, then you verbally give me an answer. Ready? Okay. 2 plus 2. Don't say anything. Let's begin fresh. Again. 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 minus 2 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 plus 3 minus 1. What's the answer?
12.
Amazing! Wow, you're good in mathematics. Very good. Thank you. Okay, we'll do it again. Very quick. I know that you're very serious. I'm very happy. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, sit properly. Okay, promise it's not going to be more complicated. It's the same, right? Okay, give an answer only when I ask you what's the question, what's the answer. You ready? 2 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2. What's the answer?
13.
No. What's the answer?
0. I don't know. 2.
Okay. In the first case, you were able to give the answer correctly. In the second case, you failed to give the answer correctly. Why? Okay, raise hands. Don't say just randomly in your own ways. Just raise hands. Who has to give the answer? Why you couldn't give the answer?
The tempo was too speedy for catching.
Okay, because I said it fast.
Yeah.
Okay, how many agree with your name?
Helena.
Helena. Okay, how many agree with Helena? Raise your hands. I said fast. Okay. So, I agree with Helena that I said it fast. Also, keep in mind that your mind works slow. I said fast is external factor. Your mind works slow is your internal factor. We are so expert in blaming outside. You said fast, right? We don't look at the internal factor. We are so expert in looking for external factor. You said fast, right? The Finnish weather is so cold. Delhi weather is so hot, right? We never said that my body is weak. We never say this. We only blame external factors. You getting it? Okay, finally, what do you want? I want to get rid of all fears. Fear is symbolic. Fear is symbolized by the sound of a clap. And this sound of a clap is necessarily because of the two hands. External factors and internal factors. And we are addicted in blaming external factors. How many external factors are there? How many external factors are there for your problems? Infinite. Infinite. Okay, when you're by yourself, you will say, I'm so lonely. When you're with other people, you will say, I have no privacy. Right? This is what we always blame external factors, and we will never be able to. So, the Buddha's approach is very simple. If you blame external factors, there's nothing wrong in it. It's fine, you can blame. You can blame, but with the blame, make sure that a purpose is accomplished. The purpose is to get rid of the problem. If by blaming external factors, your problem comes to an end, blame external factors. But if you by blaming external factors, your problem doesn't come to an end, there's no point in doing that. It's just waste of your time, waste of your energy. It can potentially create more problem in you. Right? Okay. So with this, the point is that okay, external factors, they're innumerable. So why I'm blaming external factors is with expectation that by removing the external factors completely over the two hands, remove the external factors, then with the internal factor alone, right, there's no sound. Sound stops. This is what I'm expecting. Yes or no? We're all expecting it. But how realistic is that? How practical is that? It will never be accomplished. That the external factors will come to zero will never happen. The Buddha appeared, Jesus Christ appeared, Prophet Muhammad appeared, and Mahavir appeared, and Zoroaster appeared, and Baha'u'llah appeared. All these great teachers appeared, but external factors, nobody could remove the external factors to zero. Right? They did not come to remove the external factors, they come to teach us how to remove the internal factors. So, of the two, we have never thought about internal factors, we only thought about external factors. And this, we can never remove that, because of which our problems never come to an end. So Charles Darwin, he was never thinking about the internal factors, he was always thinking about the external factors. Because of which he said that problems come to an end is impossible. Because external factors cannot be brought to an end. So therefore he said that these instincts cannot be removed completely. This is what he thought. Whereas the Buddha said, yes, if you think of the external factors, that's true. Your problems will never come to an end. But problems can be brought to an end because it's not just external factors. Internal factors are there. You bring an end to the internal factors, your problem will come to an end. Of the two, we only think about this hand. Remove the other hand. Whether, however ferocious, however strong, forceful the external factors are, no sound. Sound of the misery stops. So the Buddha's approach is the psychology to explore the internal factors. The Charles Darwin's approach is to explore the external factors. And then he realized that the instincts cannot be removed. Our problems cannot be removed completely. Finally, the job is to survive. That's it. Job is not to get rid of suffering, not to make your suffering zero. It's impossible. This is what Charles Darwin said. You're getting it? Okay, what would be your next question? What would be your next question? What I said is that Of the two, external, internal, how to remove what external factors? Make it a complete sentence. I'm giving you a complete sentence. You have to also give me a complete sentence.
How to remove the internal factors?
Finish there, or they are so keen on bypass surgery. Right? There are two questions. What are the internal factors? Only when you identify what the internal factors are, then you can say how to get rid of them. Don't go directly bypass. Right? How to remove the internal factors? Don't directly go there. First ask, what are the internal factors? Once identified, how to remove them? Okay, lunch break.